everybody. So it has been a long time since I've made a video. It's been an even longer time since I've done anything to any of my cars. But as you can see from behind me, I've been really busy stacking up a lot of parts. So most of these parts right here are all for the Subaru, and it's all for the rally build that's coming up. So in the winter, the car is going to get fully stripped like the original plan was, and it's going to get caged, ready for a stage rally build. But before I get into more of the plans that I have for this car, I'm going to tear in all these boxes and see what actually I have, because I haven't opened any and they've been sitting here for a long time. Kind of anxious to see what I have. I might be missing some stuff. I don't think I got my seats in yet. Still waiting on those. It'll be a while. But start tearing into these right now. That took a really long time. I really shouldn't have let the boxes build up that much, but the good thing is I'm not the only one who enjoys them, because these things. So that's like the only benefit of getting this many parts at once. All the boxes for the cat. As you can see, evident by all the boxes, there's a lot of stuff. So over here, got most of the safety equipment that we need. First aid kit, it's all approved for rally spec. So NASA, ARA, and Rally America, as well as the spill kit. 3 triangles, harnesses. We got OMP steering wheel, energy quick release, some shock covers for the fuel coilovers that I've got. New helmet, because the one that I've been using is pretty crappy. Really didn't go super fancy with it. Just a cheap Snell 2015 helmet. 2 Hans devices for my wife and I to run. 6 gravel tires, and I've got 4 of the Method 501s, which I might have to get different wheels because these are 185 gravel tires. And I do not know if they will fit on these 15x7s. It's a little narrow, so I might have to get some 15x6.5s, like braid wheels or something. But, alright, moving on. Got a new rack, because mine's leaking pretty bad, so I went with a decent rebuilt rack. This is a rack docker, and got new white line bushings. And also, this is one of the most look forward to mods that I have coming up. So I have a new steering column, and I'm going to be installing this 1.5 to 1 steering quickener into it, because I don't know if you guys have ever driven a 2.5 RS, but the steering is so sluggish on these things. Even STIs, the early STIs, it's super sluggish. Moving on anyway, got all the rebuild stuff for the NA 2.5. So the EJ251, new bearings. I went with ARP bolts because I'm figuring that I'm probably going to have to tear into this engine a few times at least, so save some money on the back half. New gaskets, strut tower plating that are all laser cut, so they're really precise and they just weld on really easily. So I've got all new CV boots to throw on the old axles that I have on the car, as well as 2 spares, because one of mine, the threads are all jacked up on it, and it'll just make it easier to have spares in the long run. I've also got Primitive Racing skid plates for it, the little ones for the rear diff, obviously the fronts for the engine and the trans, and also these toe plates. One of my biggest issues is spending a bunch of money on getting an alignment with custom specs, and it's not really worth it. They take forever. They're not very good at it, all the shops that are locally around here. So for the price of like 2 alignments with your own specifications, I got this alignment kit. Should be pretty easy. I've used stuff like this in the past. The toe plates make it really simple, and then the gauges that are actually in the box for setting the camber and the caster. All that makes it pretty simple. Alright, so that was a lot of talking in this video, really no working on the car. Just wanted to show like all the parts that I got, that there will be progress in this car build. I'm really excited to get started on it. I've got a lot of plans to it. Currently the car isn't even drivable because I went for a drive the other day, and one of the brake lines was rubbing on the CV because it came loose. The little clip that holds it in place popped off, and it was rubbing on the CV. Brake line popped while I was driving, so good thing the e-brake works really well. That's how I got home. But besides that, gonna tear into the car in the next few days. Gonna definitely be producing a lot of videos, so if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I appreciate all the feedback. If you guys want to see specific things, let me know. And that's all I got for this one.